Good morning. My name is Emilio Soto. I'm the concrete foreman of Unit 52, the curb crew. This here is my operator, Jaime Gloria. He's been operating this machine for 30 plus years, and today we're just gonna go over the basics on the power curve, which is right behind us. The very first thing that you're gonna wanna do anytime you're gonna operate any piece of equipment is, just give it a safety check all the way around, maintenance. Right here, as you see, it's different for every machine, but right here, you're gonna wanna check the oil, pull it out, check your oil level, make sure everything's good. Once you do that, you're just gonna generally walk around the machine. As you see right here, you got some emergency shut-off switches. You push those in, the machine will stop. Want to make sure they're all popped out so you can go ahead and turn on the machine. You walk around here, you have another one right here. Like I said, you just want to make sure they're popped out, push it in, twist it out, it's out. You have another one right here, and generally I'll just want to check that they're all out. Otherwise you won't be able to turn on the machine. You also want to check your hydraulic fluid. As you see right here, we're pretty good. Generally, right here is right now we do not have the sensors in place, but generally this is where they would go. You would connect them right there. One sensor, two sensors. One sensor will operate, your alignment. The other one will operate, maintaining a proper elevation. You come around here. Right here, you also have another switch. Machine will not start if it's a kill switch. So to go ahead and turn it on, you're gonna wanna switch it forward. You got your key in place, you turn the key, and then you would push this to start the machine. You got your throttle right here, and then as you see, you have other switches that will generally operate, which we'll get into shortly. Once you've done your safety inspection on the machine, checked your oil, checked all the switches, kill switches, make sure they're not pushed in. You're gonna wanna double check that there's nothing in this hopper right here. As you see, if you want to get a close-up right here, once that auger turns on, if there's anything in there, sometimes you might have a piece of lumber, it will lock up and it won't. You also want to make sure nobody has their hands in there, anything in there that could injure them. Also, anytime you're gonna move the machine, you're gonna want to just inspect, make sure that there's no working in this type of site. You could have a water valve right here that you don't see, a manhole, or any other piece of equipment that you cannot see, or just anybody in general. You don't want no accidents, so you're gonna want to make sure that your track is clear of any obstruction. Now we're gonna go over the basics of the operation of this machine. If you come over here, like I said, you have your kill switch right there. If you're gonna start the machine, you would flip it forward as he did. You would insert your key, turn it, and that would start it. Right there, you push it down and it should fire right up. And then once you have the machine going, enséñale donde estos botones, Jaime. Those machines you will not move forward or back if you don't push those buttons up. That will activate for you to be able to move forward and backward. Right here, los sensores, para prender, to turn on the sensors, you would switch the steering, left rear, you put them on auto, and that will activate the sensor. Right here, el auger, that will turn on the auger and it will start spinning to get concrete up to your mold, to where you're gonna start slipping. Right here, this is for alignment, or to adjust your height. Could go up, down. You would go up, down. This is for the front, this is for the rear. And then this is, see, for the vibrators, you would activate these right here, turn them. And then this right here is to go forward, to reverse. Lo puedes puchar para frente. That would go forward, that would be reverse. Of course, you have your throttle right here. Give it some more gas. Right here, this is for your steering. In case you need to move the machine or get back in alignment. Other than that, right here, you put this for the vibrator. Okay, and once you have your machine up and going and you have concrete here on site, of course you're gonna want to line the truck up, make sure that he's aligned, properly. And so once he's lined up properly, you're gonna want to make sure he has a clear view of you in his rear view mirror, just for communication. You don't want no accidents or anything happening. So once he's lined up, you could go ahead and have him back up. Make sure you get the chute right in this area, because the mix is it's gonna be more dry than how we pour our concrete here. It's just for to get the concrete right and slipping it. And so once you get the machine right here, you're gonna want to check your concrete, make sure it's perfect the way you want. We usually order at about a 2.5-inch slump. And once everything's going, you're gonna go ahead and give them the signal to go ahead and start releasing the concrete, very slow. If you want them to speed up, you could have them speed up. If the hopper's getting full, if for any reason he has to stop, you're gonna want to cut him off like that and just tell him to lock the chute. And other than that, you just repeat the process when you're pouring. Other than that, this is the basics of the operation and safety side of this machine. Like I said, it's always remembered important, check your oil, make sure your machine, before you move it, is clear of any obstructions. Definitely don't want any accidents happening on your job site.